Hey, Ren here. Hey, got a little surprise for you today. We're gonna do like a quick intro video for Malifaux. What we're gonna do is we're basically gonna run you through how you start a game. We've got Jordan here. Hello. They give a quick rundown. I have a Colette team and they're Arcanists. And Jordan has Leviticus team and they're Outcasts. So first thing you do is you kind of choose encounter size, which I believe last time we chose 25 points, I believe. Yeah, it's 25 points. And each card has a number on it on how many points you choose. So like this model is worth 9. That's basically your soul stone cash is 25, and these cost that X amount of soul stones. So then the second phase you do is you actually choose your faction, which there's 5 factions. There is the Arcanists, the Neverborn, the Resurrectionists, the Guild, and the Outcasts. So normally me and Jordan, I would say I'm choosing the Arcanists, and then Jordan would say he's choosing the Outcasts. Then what you do is you take your deck of cards. I'm gonna shuffle them before that. And what you do is you flip a card. Oh, and the game's all done with cards, it's not done with decks. So this would be 3, which is an outdoor location. And then
there's a nifty little table in here.
There's a nifty little table of all the things you got here. Now we're not gonna flip for it, we're just gonna go with Pioneer Ghost Town because that's what the terrain board we have set up looks like. So it is before. So, and the game is done on a 3 foot by 3 foot table. And then you'll flip for deployment type, which I got a 2, so it's going to be a diagonal, which is this setup. So, one of our deployment would be in this corner, and the other person's would be in that corner. And then from there, you determine strategies. That's basically the missions you're going to play for. Now, there's 2 ways to do it. You do a core encounter, which is kind of your basic one, or you can do an expanded encounter. Let's say we did an expanded encounter, because they're funner, in my opinion. So we'll flip for it, and I got an 11. So we go to this chart, and so one player flips on the shared strategy chart, which the core encounters is all shared strategy, which that's you're both trying to do the mission. Now you can actually flip, say if you ended up with like 2 through 8, where each person would flip and see what mission they're going for. So you could end up where Jordan's trying to capture an objective and I'm trying to kill one of his guys. And then on top of that, after you figure that out, they have a whole list. So there's like, so I haven't run through all of them that much yet, but there's a lot of mission objective, grabbing things, destroying the evidence, blowing up buildings, supply wagons, those kind of things. You gotta look through better. And then what you do is you choose schemes. Now for a 25-point game, you can choose up to 2 schemes. Now a scheme is basically a little extra objective that you can do for extra victory points. Or you can not choose one and you get 2 extra soul stones for each one that you don't choose. So you could get 4 extra soul stones or 2 extra little objectives. Depending on kind of which crew you're playing, like mine's better off, I usually do about 1 scheme, and then I'll take 2 extra soul stones. And then after you've done all that, then you choose your crew. Like you hire guys and then you deploy them.
So you choose your faction first, and then you can choose whatever models in that faction to be your crew after you pick the...
Yes, after you even know what objectives you're going for. So if you get like an objective you don't like, you can choose a whole different crew to go for that objective. Yeah, you choose the strategy, then your crew, and then you do schemes, whatever. Then you deploy, and that's when you start the game. So that's basically how you get the terrain set up and then the game ready to get started.
Ta-da. Also, a quick note, one of the cool things about Malifaux is the scheme system, because even if you get wiped off the board entirely, if you have more scheme points and therefore more victory points, you still win. So that's pretty cool.